Hello, good morning and happy Friday. For the last couple of weeks, we've been looking at kindness and we've also been looking at honesty. And today I want to look at happiness. Now, happiness is a feeling. It's a really good feeling to have. And it's also good to be able to share happiness. But how do you know when someone is happy? That's a really good question. Well, first of all, usually they're smiling. Sometimes they might be laughing. Sometimes people sing when they're happy. And sometimes people dance when they're happy. I wonder what you do when you're happy. But is being happy important? Well, yes, it is. Because usually when you're happy, you do your best. You want to achieve and you want to try hard and you want to be successful. You usually feel pretty well and you usually feel quite healthy. If you're happy, you tend to be kind to people. And we've talked about kindness a lot. If you're happy, you usually help in teams and you try and support your friends. You also forgive your friends. And one of the big things about being happy is that you recognize how lucky you are. And you think about all of those things that make you happy and you say thank you. So I was having a think. Sometimes I wake up a little bit grumpy. Do you wake up a bit grumpy sometimes? Can you make yourself happy? Can you change the way that you feel? Yes, you can. Like with all feelings, you can choose how you feel and you can change them. So I was thinking, who else do I know that does things to make themselves happy? Peppa Pig. What does she do to make herself feel happy? Go on, you tell me, have a think. 1, 2, 3, tell me. She jumps in muddy puddles. I'd love to do that. I think that would make me happy. What about Princess Poppy? What does she do to make herself feel happy, to change her mood? Have a think. 1, 2, 3, tell me. Yes, she's a good singer. She loves singing and it always makes her happy. Now, what about Ryder? What does Ryder do? I think he probably enjoys being with the Paw Patrol. It makes him happy when he solves problems and when he spends time with those lovely pups. So then I started thinking, what about the people in our community? What have the teachers done this week to make themselves feel happy? So I asked Mr. Mildener, and I said, Mr. Mildener, what have you done this week to make yourself feel happy? I bet you guessed. Mr. Mildener loves dogs and he's rescued lots and lots of dogs and his house is full of dogs. He really enjoys being with them and they make him happy. He loves taking them for walks. He loves playing ball in the garden with them and he enjoys looking after them. So then I asked Miss Hurley. Miss Hurley, I said, what makes you happy? Well, Miss Hurley said, have you noticed outside? Have you noticed that beautiful clean air? The AQI is green. So she has gone outside more this week and she's looked at that beautiful blue sky and she's smelt that beautiful clean air and she's gone walking and riding her bike and that's made her really happy. Who's this? Miss Drury. I wonder what Miss Drury's done this week to make herself feel happy. Have a think. What could Miss Drury have done? Did you get it right? Miss Drury's practiced her yoga. And she wonders whether you try some cosmic yoga yourself and see if that makes you happy. Now, Miss Bradley, what has she done this week to make herself feel happy? This is really interesting because Miss Bradley's found a new talent. Look at that amazing painting. Miss Bradley has painted that picture, and by painting it, it's made her feel really happy. And finally, Mrs. McVeigh. I wonder what she did this week to make herself feel happy. See if you can have a guess. I'm going to listen to see all your answers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, I heard lots of eating healthy there. Let's have a look what Mrs. McVeigh's done. Mrs. McVeigh's been baking, and she's made this beautiful, delicious bread. It takes a lot of practice, you know, to make bread. I wonder whether you've done any baking or whether you've helped at home or done any cooking. So now I want to find out what you have done this week to make yourself happy. Now, you might not have been aware of it so far, so I want you to have a think over the weekend and next week, and have a think, what are you doing to make yourself happy? And how are you sharing that happiness? Because it's always good to share. Now, mums and dads, what we want you to do is send photographs, poems, postcards, whatever your children choose, to the DBS Wall of Happiness at dbsbangkok@ac.th. And that way we can share our happiness so that we all feel positive, we all have a great well-being, we look after each other, and we feel positive at this tricky time. So well done, and think about that happiness all week. Some of you are going to be super happy today as your teachers tell you who's being Star of the Week. Now, I know that many of you are working really hard and during your Zoom sessions and looking at the independent work that's happening on the Padlet. I'm so super proud of you all. You're doing a fantastic job. And I've seen you're doing a fantastic job because I'm watching those house points go higher and higher and higher. So keep an eye on those. Have a lovely rest of Friday. Keep working hard. And remember, the things that make you happy or what you have done to make yourself and your family happy. DBS Wall of Happiness at dbsbangkok.ac.th. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.